is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. Now to the field for high school football on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good evening and welcome to the Mayor's Cup here in 2021. Mark Fronek, Chris Groney at Cunningham Field tonight for Week 7 action as the Louisiana Bulldogs, 3-3 on the season, take on the 5-0 Bowling Green Bobcats. And this, back in the day, was the game, and hopefully they bring it back to that status here tonight.
I think you're right. This is the game. I know that when I played high school football for Bowling Green, this was the game you looked forward to all year, was just playing against Louisiana. And I don't know if it was because they were the closest school to us, or if the Bowling Green-Louisiana rivalry is very real and does exist.
I think it exists.
It does.
When two mayors get together and say, yeah, we need to put a trophy on this thing, yeah, it exists. It definitely does. And these guys, there was a little nervous energy, just down on the field a little while ago. I think they know what this is about. They know that this is going to be a packed house here at Cunningham Field tonight, and a pretty special environment for a high school football game.
Yeah, it's really cool to get these two teams back together, and then even more important, which I'm sure you'll talk about later, is not only are they back together and playing, but this is a conference game.
Exactly.
And really, really matter. Before it was just kind of a little bit of a brag and a chip on the shoulder. But now it really, really matters. It's two towns that are really, really close. Kids that see each other, all the time, regularly. Parents that see each other. So, yeah, this is a
play
great
ball together at the Y during the summer. Yeah, it's they know each other very well, and this is a very real rivalry here in 2021. We'll talk more about that. We'll hear from the coaches and a lot more as we start the pregame show for you next on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating and Lynn's Heritage House.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, review your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, Infant through Adult Immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And welcome back to Cunningham Field in Louisiana. Mark Fronek, Chris Groney for Week 7. The Mayor's Cup is in the house, and the Bobcats and Bulldogs are ready to do battle here at Louisiana High School. And I think we're going to have a little visit here from the sky as both teams have cut their warm-ups short. And, coming in with the game ball. I was kind of wondering. I saw the chopper in the sky earlier, and now the air evac is going to land at the 50-yard line and deliver the game ball here before this Mayor's Cup game. And just a little added spice to the action tonight.
It doesn't even matter how old you are. Everybody's watching the helicopter right now.
So let's talk about this one a little bit as the chopper touches down. Bowling Green 5-0 on the season. They played probably a little bit tougher competition than Louisiana. They had the Mark Twain game, which was probably their toughest test 2 weeks ago. Last week, they surprised us all with how they manhandled North Callaway. But Louisiana, although the competition hasn't been quite to that standard, they made a statement last week against MMA.
Yeah, they did. They played tough football, proving that they're not just a fluke team. They definitely came out ready to play and really punched MMA right in the face mask for sure.
At halftime, Pike County was up 108-0 between Bowling Green and Louisiana last week. That was pretty fantastic. The Bulldogs went on to a 65-0 victory over MMA, while Bowling Green got the 56-6 win over North Callaway a week ago. Pretty cool. They want to know where to bring the ball to? Bring it to the near sideline.
Yeah, bring it to the home coach. That's probably where it should go to start the game.
You got to salute the pilots, right?
I don't know, do you?
I think so. They're probably, I'm sure that they were military at some point.
Well, in the military, they would be officers, so yes, you would have to salute them. I don't know how that applies to Air Evac and the rest of the civilian Air Corps.
A pretty cool way to start tonight. And Marianne had a chance to talk with the coaches a little bit earlier this week about this matchup, and let's see what Coach Joe Chin had to say.
Coach Chin, let's talk a little bit about the fact that right now the Bobcats are state-ranked and have a perfect season. What kind of added pressure does that put on the boys?
We're just taking it one game at a time. Every week is a new week, and we look at it that we're just going to be 1-0 every Friday and not really looking at the past, and we're just looking at what's in front of us.
What do you feel like you're going to see from the Bulldogs?
They're definitely really athletic. They have a lot of speed and athletic kids, and they've got a few really good line players. So, especially on the D line. So, we're looking for that, and looking for them to kind of spread the ball around and use their speed.
Well, having a little trouble playing that interview on air, so we'll hear from Coach Chin and Coach Pitzer a little bit later on. But we were able to hear it. And what did Coach Chin say that piqued your interest?
Well, I like that. For a couple things. I like that he said we're taking it a game at a time. We're trying to be 1-0 every Friday. That's a great approach to football, especially a sport that requires such adjustment. You can't come out and do the same thing over and over again, offensively or defensively. And the second thing that I like that Coach Chin said is that he recognizes some athletic talent, both offensively and defensively, from Louisiana. So this is a team on the Bowling Green side that is not coming here just taking Louisiana's football team for granted. They're saying, hey, we've got to be prepared and be ready for these offensive and defensive talents that they have.
Well, and that's something that Louisiana has been much better about this season. In the past, the Bulldogs, the knock on them has been, they like to play offense, like to score touchdowns, but the defense, they kind of take that part of the game off. This week, and especially during this 3-game win streak for the Bulldogs, they've been playing ball, and on the defensive side, they've had some takeaways that they've turned into points.
Yeah, and I hope that they come in here fire hot, thinking that, hey, we're playing good. We're 3-game win streak. Our defense is doing some good for the team overall, where we're scoring points, like you're saying. But they're really coming into a powerhouse game today because Bowling Green is on fire. It's probably one of the better Bowling Green football teams I've seen, Mark, since I've been calling games with you all. They are very tough up front. They've got really good running backs. And my point in bringing that up is Louisiana has to come in with that fire that, hey, our defense did us some good. We scored some points. And that will go a long way just in itself, because the way you start a football game can really, really determine how you finish.
Yeah, they have to be ready for the opening kickoff, because Bowling Green will hit you right in the face early, and before you know it, it can be 14 or 21-0.
Well, and like you and I saw, from week to week, and then again we were together at Montgomery County. Not only are they doing it, right in your face, running the ball, but they are not afraid to pull the trigger and toss the ball, to Brandon Gamm, for example, at that Montgomery County game. First play, 70, 85 yards for a touchdown on a quick, simple out. He makes one move and then outruns everybody to the end zone. So Bowling Green is a pretty dominant team right now. And I'm not trying to jinx anybody, but they are playing really good football. And Louisiana has got to be prepared for that, and their defense can help them.
We'll take a break, here on the pregame show. We're getting ready for the Mayor's Cup. Louisiana hosting Bowling Green tonight. Oh, it's getting packed in here, especially on that far sideline. That small bleacher over there is packed with Bowling Green people already, and the Louisiana side is filling up for sure. We'll take a break, come back with your keys to the game after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop agent Kelly Crane, PJ Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalader Real Estate in Louisiana.
And our keys to the game for tonight, we were going to have the coaches do it, but the interviews didn't make it through. So let's just give our own keys to the game for this Week 7 matchup, this all-important conference game for the Mayor's Cup.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think with every week, keys to the game are, control the front line of the offense and defense, right? If the Louisiana defensive front line can control the offensive line, if they can get the line of scrimmage, if they can get into the backfield and cause some pressure and cause some chaos, that's going to give Bowling Green a little bit of pressure. I think a big key for the game for Bowling Green is going to be spread the ball out, kind of share the love a little bit. We watch week to week, Charlie Bowen, Marcus Starks carry the ball. I think what Bowling Green has to remember, and we talk about this, you and I talk about this, and I know the parents talk about this all the time, Charlie Bowen is a fantastic athlete. Mm-hmm. Marcus is a fantastic athlete. You can't forget about Cooper Keel. You can't forget about Dylan Dalton. Those guys are back there waiting, and if they spread that love out a little bit, Owen Niemeyer running his routes, Brandon Gamm, who obviously comes in and makes some great plays. If that offensive line is getting some chaos, Bowling Green really can spread the ball out and really make a big difference.
Yeah, and if you're keying in on Marcus, Dylan Dalton, the quarterback, can take it out the backside and run for 40, 50 yards too.
Well, and last year, we talk about this year, he's done well. Last year, I know you and I did a couple games, and Dylan had 2 or 3 just completely busted pass plays that he turned into 60, 70-yard touchdowns, like you said. And he is an absolute athlete as well. I mean, what he can do with the football on his feet is a huge benefit to the Bobcats, because if you can shut down running plays and then your quarterback can just escape and make big plays, it kills a defense.
I know Coach Pitzer for Louisiana, his big key was right out of the Austin Leak playbook, try and control the clock.
Yeah.
Slow Bowling Green down, keep the clock moving, but the ball, on the ground and just try and wear Bowling Green down a little bit, because he knows how big, fast, and strong they are.
Well, and for them to do that, they're going to have to make those 3 or 4 yard runs and gain enough yards to get a first down every quarter, or every set of downs. But Mark, it'll be neat to watch, but I just don't know if there's a lot of teams that have enough to slow them down in that way. They've got 60 kids. I mean, they've got a big crew.
Yeah, they have pretty much, if you just look at size down the roster, about twice as many kids as Bowling Green has dressed for tonight's game. So,
which is going to make it even more difficult for them to slow them down and keep them under control.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a war of attrition, and Louisiana can't make mistakes along the way. They have to play perfect football for 4 quarters if they want to beat the Bobcats here at home in Week 7. We'll take a break. We'll come back with your starting lineups after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Airco Convenience Centers, Hayden's Motorsports Center, and Silex Banking Company.
This is Kyle Sugar, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starting lineups, first for the Bowling Green Bobcats defensively, that they'll have at the defensive back a junior, number 1, Marcus Starks, number 9, a senior, Cooper Keel, and number 12, senior Braden Heidecker, also at D-back, number 26, a senior Owen Niemeyer. The linebackers, senior number 33, Charlie Bowen, junior number 24, Gunnar Bryant, and number 50, a senior, DJ Feldman. And the defensive line, sophomore, number 55, Harrison Hunt, junior number 59, Devin Rue, junior number 65, Ryan Bowen, and number 68, a junior, Jackson Charlton. Those are the defensive starters for the Bowling Green Bobcats. And for the Louisiana Bulldogs offensively, they'll start on the line, a junior number 77, Siler Felderworth, 56, a senior, Ryan Camps, number 55, a freshman, Ben Nictula. Also on the line, a senior, number 54, Russell Price, and number 52, a junior, Sheldon Sylvie. The wide receivers, number 20, a senior, Will Shepard gets the start. Number 14, a sophomore, Alex DeZira gets the start. And number 6, senior, number 6, Quincy Hunt. Also at wideout is Mason Washington. He's a senior, wears number 2. The running back is a junior, number 17, Wyatt Harrison. And the quarterback is a sophomore, number 13, Ethan Harrison, wearing that number 13 of, well, certain former Rams quarterback.
I don't know who that is.
Kurt Warner. Come on.
There's only like 2 quarterbacks, number 4 and number 12. That's all I can go with. Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. That's all I can
You
say.
still like Rodgers?
Oh, yeah, I don't. The drama stuff doesn't care me.
Hair, the mustache,
I don't
that
care
doesn't.
about it. You pay people that much money, they're going to be drama queens. So that doesn't bother me. They can play football, and that's all I care about.
And the fact that they don't really care for each other, that doesn't get into that.
I really like Matthew Stafford too, especially now that he's not a Lion anymore. That makes me happy.
All right, so there you go. Let's more important things tonight. The Mayor's Cup is coming up here in Week 7. It's Louisiana and Bowling Green getting ready for the national anthem. We'll take a break, come back with more of the pregame show on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop owner-broker Alicia Koenig, Orff Construction Company, and Hobson, Louisiana.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and All Parts.
Getting back to your 4-12, you know, Warner was cut by the Packers. He was a Packer for a minute.
I don't acknowledge that. I'm sorry.
Week 7 action here in the state of Missouri, and Louisiana Bulldogs 3-3, 3 in a row they've won, taking on the 5-0 Bowling Green Bobcats. Bobcats fresh off a win over North Callaway last week. They've won, I believe, 13 in a row in the conference now, dating back to last season. So they've been on a pretty good run. Louisiana, pretty good run of their own in the last 3. Got that first win, took the long road trip to Crystal City, and it's been all aces since then. Most recently, a 65-0 drubbing of the MMA Colonels last week.
Yeah, I think what makes that really cool is that both teams are going to come into this really, really hungry. Right? Louisiana's going to be coming off of their 3-game win streak, their annihilation of MMA, ready to play football. And the Bobcats are coming in here, you know, on a strong overall full season, ready to go to the next level and win. And I really think you saw a big difference in this football team after that Palmyra win for the Bowling Green Bobcats. They developed a confidence that was really, really neat to see in the next couple games.
Yeah, and, you know, they had that confidence, but they kind of took a little knock against Mark Twain, and I think they learned from that. Yeah. And this is a very well-rounded confidence now for the Bowling Green Bobcats.
Yeah, you bring up a great point. I think Mark Twain, I think it was a little bit of the double-edged sword there, right? They came in with that high confidence they're going to do good, and Mark Twain came out playing football, and that was a shock to them. But Bowling Green never gave up. They never rolled over. And like you said, now they saw, hey, we can play the hard games too, and that well-rounded football team is what I think you'll see tonight.
And they're doing what they've done the last few weeks, running some plays while the clock winds down perpendicular to the field in front of their sideline. They want to get out there. They want to start hitting people. They want to run these plays. So it's interesting that they go out there and the offense is already working things out, getting ready for this ball game. And I know Marcus Starks just wants to run.
The music keeps getting louder. I'm going to go out there and tackle somebody. I'm probably going to pull a hammy, but I might try it.
Yeah. And the Bulldogs making their way out from the dressing room. They'll run through the cheerleader line here momentarily, and we'll be just about ready for football here at Cunningham Field. About 5:10 left on the clock. Then they'll have 3 minutes while they flip the coin, and then we'll kick this ball game off as we continue the pregame show leading up to the Mayor's Cup here on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating and Lynn's Heritage House.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercBK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
Captains and coaches to the 50-yard line. They're shaking hands as the fight song plays here for Louisiana. Cunningham Field, the site here in Week 7. The Mayor's Cup on the line. What's that?
About the fight song, are you going to bring it up or are you going to let it go?
I'm going to let it go because everyone steals their fight song at the high school level.
Yeah, we were just talking about their uniforms, too. I really like Louisiana's uniforms. I like the old school looking helmet with the number and the one white stripe. And then, of course, they've got some skulls and crossbones, which I'm sure are probably dog bones or something for the Bulldogs. But, yeah, they look really good. And
when we were at Crystal City, I think the Crystal City players were a little bit in awe of the uniforms of Louisiana. It was actually an intimidation factor.
Oh.
It's like law enforcement. The uniform is the
officer presence. Sure.
Yeah.
But
that Alabama kind of look that Louisiana has.
I think it would have been the On Wisconsin fight song that intimidated everybody.
On Louisiana.
Oh, excuse me. On Louisiana. That's correct. Yes, I apologize.
Everyone steals. All right, so the coaches have made their way out of the huddle, and it looks like the coin has been flipped.
Bowling Green will receive, it looked like.
Yes, they will. So we'll take a quick break, come back with your opening kickoff here for the Mayor's Cup on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by RE/MAX Realty Shop agent Kelly Crane, PJ Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repairs. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Follow Area High School Sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
The Mayors are in the house. Jim Rico over from Bowling Green, Kathy Smith from Louisiana. They're ready to award a trophy here tonight as the side judge has come out and run out on the field, making sure everything's okay. Prior to the kickoff of this ball game, it'll be Louisiana kicking deep to Bowling Green to start this ball game. Bowling Green, I believe, won the toss and said, we'll take it. And they're going to try an onside kick.
Right away.
And Heidecker picks it up for Bowling Green, so the onside kick fails for Louisiana, and we're underway here in Week 7 for the Mayor's Cup.
Pretty good idea, really, out of Louisiana. We've seen Bowling Green get pretty good returns, year or week after week after week, and I don't know if Bowling Green was even ready for it, but Braden Heidecker made a good play to come up and get that ball. Louisiana was closing in quick.
Well, North Callaway tried that a week ago, and it didn't work out too well for them either.
No, it did
so
not.
Watch this offense. It's a quick strike. Want to get on the board early type offense, and they're taking it right now with Dylan Dalton on the far sideline. Faked the handoff, took the option, and he's out of bounds after a gain of about 15 out across the 50-yard line to the Louisiana 43.
It even kind of fooled me a little bit. I thought Marcus had the ball and got wrapped up, it looked like, by Caps, and then Dylan's gone with nobody to touch him until he gained 10 yards. And then the guy pushes him out of bounds after the 10-yard gain.
So Dylan Dalton with the first run of the night for Bowling Green, and it's for a first down into Bulldog territory. Fresh set for the Bobcats. And this time it's an inside handoff. And busting through out to the outside is Marcus Starks. He's still going, and he's going to make it all the way inside the 5. So Bowling Green 2 plays, and it's 1st and goal for
how many yards you give him, Mark?
the Bobcats. Well, he started at the 43 and dropped at the 3, it looks like.
Yes.
We'll give him 40.
So great run, like you said, gave the ball on the inside. Marcus gets to that second level, bounces outside, and he's so fast and such a strong runner, you can't hardly catch up to him.
1st and goal for Bowling Green inside the 5-yard line after a gain of 40 for Marcus Starks. Bobcats trying to get on the board. Here's Starks busting toward the line, and he stopped just short. Tried to go up the gut, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Maybe a yard. Louisiana did a good job at crowding the line there and stopping him from gaining the touchdown. Oh, looks like they gave him a couple.
Yeah, he's down just outside the goal line. He reached forward with it before he was pushed back. So 2nd and goal from the 1.
I'd almost bet quarterback sneak.
That would make sense here on 2nd and goal. Instead, it's a pitch out to the near side, and in untouched is Marcus Starks for the touchdown. 6-0 Bowling Green. Touchdown comes with 10:33 to go in the opening quarter, and the extra point yet to come. 1-yard touchdown. Why not give it to Marcus on the pitch? I mean, he did most of the work on the drive, and he gets rewarded with another touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, he was all by himself. It was an easy score for him from that 1-yard line. I mean, he gained a 40-yard run pretty easy, and then this was all by himself.
Rolling out is Dalton for the extra point, throws it back across his body, all alone for the 2-point conversion. On the near side is Owen Niemeyer. So the first pass of the game is for the 2-point try, and it's completed, and there was no Bulldogs around the Bobcat receiver, Owen Niemeyer, and it's already 8-0 with 10:33 left here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, great play. He fakes inside and then bounces out, and everybody's kind of going to the far side of the field, Bowling Green side of the field, like it's a rollout or a rush. And Dylan turns up and throws the ball back to the corner, and he was there all by himself.
Bobcats lead 8-0, 10:33 to go in the first on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Airco Convenience Centers, Hayden's Motorsports Center, and Silex Banking Company.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Starks squibs it, big bounce, fielded by Hutt on the near side, and he's spun down outside the 30-yard line. We'll make it the 29. That's where Louisiana will start their first offensive series, 1st and 10.
Looked like he was running a little bit like Gary Hamilton there. Gary doesn't run at all, so there wasn't much running.
There wasn't much room there.
No, there was not.
Bowling Green's kick coverage is much improved as this season has gone along. So Harrison brings the Bulldog offense onto the field for the first time. They put Quincy Hutt in motion, and it's a end around to the far side, and he finds the edge, gets a couple, run out of bounds after it looks like a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, good. Just a jet sweep from basically the slot receiver. Hutt goes in motion and, just try to run everybody to the outside. Gain what? What did they give him, 2 yards maybe?
2nd and 8 after the run by Quincy Hutt. Alex DeZierwa will bring the play in from the near sideline and take a spot on the far side as a wide receiver. See if they're looking to throw here on 2nd down. Harrison does put it in the air to Will Shepard. Shepard wrapped up and brought down almost immediately by Marcus Starks. It'll be a gain of about 5, and it'll be 3rd and about 3.
Yeah, that was a good pass. Will was just set up there on the inside on a little button hook and gained about 5 yards, like you said.
Bowling Green, ooh, almost.
Ball's
and now
out.
the ball's out, and they have to fall on it.
Is there a flag?
Boy, looked like they were in the neutral zone, Bowling Green. They'll lose 3 or 4 on the play. They're going to lose more than that. It's going to be 4th and 7, and they'll have to bring the punt team on.
That was offsides, clearly.
Yeah, they must have got back.
Yeah, but you got to be set for a second.
Yeah.
The ball was snapped right away. Yeah, that was a missed call here. No big deal.
So Caps on to punt for the Bulldogs as they go 3 and out.
Nice kick.
High end over end
Get away
kick.
from that.
Starks lets it go, and it takes a Bowling Green bounce to the 34-yard line of the Bobcats, and they'll have it there 1st and 10. So Bowling Green's defense with the first stop of the night.
Yeah, that was a good kick by Caps. It was real high, and I mean, we're at 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. About a 40, 45-yard kick, a good kick, and that doesn't even count the distance he whistled. Probably a 50-yard kick.
Yeah, they would have hit that chopper, too.
Yeah. Well, the chopper was on the ground at one point.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
So Bowling Green already 1 for 1 offensively with a touchdown and a 2-point conversion in the first minute and a half of the ball game. Gets it back, and here's Starks on the pitch to the far side,
Good
cuts
cut.
it back to the middle, and he
Good
has
cut.
even more yardage, finally brought down after a gain of about 12. Marcus Starks has started this game strong.
well, and something I like to see here, Mark, from the Bobcats is they're not in their normal two-back pro set formation. They're coming out almost in an I formation and running pitches and sweeps out of that, which is something that most of the teams in the area haven't seen out of Bowling Green yet.
No.
So
You get a lot of video by week 7.
that's true.
Even with the Bobcats having a week off. And off to the inside and dragging the pile forward for about 8. Was that the first carry for Charlie Bowen?
Yeah, good.
They'll give him 7.
He is a tough runner. I really enjoy watching him run the ball.
Taken down by our defensive line.
Yeah, by all of them.
Yeah.
All of the defensive line. Charlie's a strong runner. You don't see him juke a lot. He is kind of a put your head down and gain what you get.
Mhm.
And those running backs are few and far in between.
And Dylan Dalton keeps this one to the near side, breaks a couple of tackles. The only man left is Hutt, and he brings him down, gets a little help, but he's inside the 20-yard line of the Bulldogs, down to the 18. Nice run. Couple of nice runs tonight for Dylan Dalton.
Yeah, they're going to give him a gain of, about 25?
About right. Wyatt Harrison also in on the tackle. He was the one that came in and helped Quincy Hutt out.
And that was their normal formation for Bowling Green, where they faked that ball to one of the two pro set backs, and in this case, Dylan just kept it and come outside. And like we said, he's such a playmaker on his feet.
It's to Starks again, breaks a tackle, trying to get the pylon, and he's in for the touchdown. Second of the night for Marcus Starks, and this one comes with 7:57 to go in the opening quarter to make it 14-0. Extra point yet to come.
Yeah, 18 yards. He's a strong runner like we talk about. He gets outside, and they've got one or two guys in that secondary to try to tackle him, and that's not going to work against Marcus.
So Starks has a pair here in the early going, and Bowling Green out to an early 2-touchdown lead. And this is just what we talked about in the pregame. Couldn't happen for Louisiana.
Right.
And quarterback going to try and get in himself and stop short. On the 2-point conversion, Dylan Dalton tried the keeper. Little option play there, and it doesn't work out for Bowling Green. But they have a 2-touchdown lead anyway, 14-0 over Louisiana here in the Mayor's Cup on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by RE/MAX Realty Shop owner-broker Alicia Koenig, Orp Construction Company, and Hobson, Louisiana.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on the Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
2 Marcus Starks touchdowns here in the opening 5 minutes of the ball game, and Bowling Green out on top of Louisiana by a 14-0 score.
If you got Alice Charlton's cell phone number, you better text her. There's 7:57 left in the first. Bowling Green's up 14-0. She likes those texts when she gets them.
So the Bobcats set to kick off, and they're going to switch up the kicker this time. Niemeyer kicking. He squibs it too. Little trouble picking it up this time. On the near side they'll come. Getting around one man, and a nice pursuit there for Cooper Keel. Brings down DeMarco Green.
Yeah, good tackle for Cooper. And DeMarco got out here to where he was almost, that was the last guy for him to beat. He might have had a pretty big return, but Cooper did a really good job to make a solo tackle out here to stop the return.
So let's see if Louisiana can get themselves a couple of first downs on this drive.
I think if Louisiana's paying attention here, Mark, they saw what works against Bowling Green. They just have to keep continuing to push it.
Empty backfield. Now they'll give it to Wyatt Harrison.
It's a block in the back.
On the near side. Cuts a couple of tackles. Gets around another man. What a move by Wyatt Harrison, and he's into open territory. Finally bringing him down is Keel on the far side. That is a heck of a run for Wyatt Harrison as he was breaking tackles all over the place. Maybe aided a little bit early by a missed call, but after he got into open field, he did the rest of the work himself.
How many yard gain did you give him there?
Well, it went from the, 28 of Louisiana all the way to the 44 of Bowling Green. Nice run for Wyatt Harrison.
Yeah, Marcus Starks had that play in the backfield, but was blocked in the back, and that was not called. But that goes against, not calling the offsides earlier, maybe.
Yep.
There's another false start.
Option and nothing there for Ethan Harrison.
And they didn't call it again.
And another loss back near the 50-yard line. Actually, they'll mark forward progress. It'll be a loss of about 3. 2nd and 13.
Yeah, and there was just nothing there for Ethan. He kind of had a speed option, which means he's got one running back flanking him so he can pitch it out. And Bowling Green's line broke through and did a good job containing it. I think this is a pass.
2nd and 13. Yeah, he's looking to pass. A little screen pass to the near side to Quincy Hutt. He's trying to get into the open field. He's got first down yardage and some more, and there's a flag that comes out after he made his move. And this one probably going to be a block in the back or a hold. It's going to be against Louisiana. That's the indication.
Do I record that as a reception with the penalty?
Well, I think it's still going to be positive yardage. It is a hold. So instead of a gain of 15, it's going to be a gain of about 5. So a hold against the Bulldogs after the catch.
And it was up on the top of the field there against, again, what looked
Actually,
like Cooper Keel.
Yeah, they're going to march it from where the flag was. They threw that flag a long way. So this is going to be a gain of about 11. And it's going to be 2nd down. Actually, they'll replay the down, won't they? Yeah, it was 2nd before, so it'll be 2nd and about 4.
Great bubble screen, though, from Louisiana's part. Hutt here just turns and takes the ball and then follows what lane he's got on the field, and he's a pretty good runner. So he did a really good job to get the ball and gain good yards. Again, this is Bowling Green's weak spot here, is pass protection or pass defense.
4 receivers lined up on the near side, 1 to the far side.
False start.
Almost.
Where's the flag?
Yep. And Harrison pitches it, actually takes it himself.
Might be a first down.
Going to be very close. He stuck his head down, and it will be a first down run, a gain of 4 on the play.
It was a good gain. They put everybody out on no running backs in the backfield, so empty backfield. And Ethan kept it himself and did a good job to gain 3 or 4 yards that he needed for the first down.
So fresh set for Louisiana. They're in Bowling Green territory, and it's Quincy Hutt on the far side, and he is stuck. Charlie Bowen got out there. He wasn't alone either.
No, Harrison Hunt.
also out there, and he had nowhere to go but backward.
And a great play by Harrison to recognize. Charlie made the tackle, but Harrison really made that play because he did a great job reading what was coming to him. He continued to fight off his blocker and get outside, which caused Ethan to try to bounce outside, and Charlie Bowen came in from that linebacker position and made the tackle.
A loss of 12, so it's going to be 2nd and 22. After that loss on the reverse by Quincy Hunt, that hurts his stats.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit. Pass.
Throwing on the far side and immediately to the ground to make the catch. On the far side is Mason Washington, his first catch of the night. It's a gain of about 5. It'll be 3rd and 17.
Pass is complete. Number 2, Mason Washington.
They wanted him to be able to spin
Washington?
2.
Number 2.
They wanted him to spin into a run on that one, but the pass was too low. He had to go to the ground to get it.
Well, and it's a great – they're going to call a timeout here, Louisiana. That's a great play to run against a team like Bowling Green where their defensive backs are 7 yards off the ball automatically. So give your running back that go and stop, and maybe he can – make something out of it as a playmaker.
4:38 to go in the first quarter. Bowling Green leads 14-0. Louisiana with the ball when we come back on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating and Lynn's Heritage House.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Mayor's Cup on the line here tonight. Bowling Green has struck twice early with Marcus Starks getting into the end zone for a pair. After the timeout, Louisiana facing a 3rd and 17, trying to keep this drive going. They've had some good things, but Bowling Green has been able to answer with a couple of big defensive plays.
Yeah, I think if Louisiana plays right, they kind of see a little chain in the link.
They're going to the near side, and that's caught by Quincy Hunt right in front of the near sideline, brought down. Not going to be anywhere close to the first down. Gain of only about 5 on the play, actually make it 6, and it'll be 4th and 11 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, good play. Just basically, Ethan gets the ball out here to Hutt on an out route, and Gunnar Bryant has a pretty good defense and gets in on him and stops the ball there where it's at. No extra gain, no yard, no yards after catch.
It was a good play with him on his back just to catch that ball, but Quincy couldn't get away from Gunnar Bryant. They're going to go for it here on 4th and 11. Rollout for Ethan Harrison, trying to get past the one-on-one, and Charlie Bowen got enough of him to bring him down for no gain. Here on 4th and 11, it'll be Bowling Green ball on the turnover on downs.
Maybe a gain of 2. Yeah, good play by Charlie. Good read by Charlie Bowen from his linebacker position to run that gap, and get in there and make a tackle. And then to make the solo tackle, because had he missed that, I don't know that it would have been a first down, but it certainly would have been close to good first down yardage.
He would have had some good yardage there, trying for that 4th and 11 conversion. So Bowling Green gets it back, 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. And Louisiana all comes through the line that time. There were 3 or 4 of them. I saw the number 35 in there. Check your program because that's a new number.
Yeah, you made that number up. That might
was
be
it?
Yeah, that might be a blur.
Was it 32 maybe?
Let me look. I don't even have a 30 on the first one.
No. I know it was a 35 or a 32.
There is a 32.
Okay.
Kenny McCormick.
Okay. So he changed his number from 58 to 32. We'll make a note.
Yeah.
That happens throughout the season. Here's Marcus on 1st and 5, and he gets about 8, it looks like, to the 48-yard line of Louisiana or of Bowling Green. And it'll be a fresh set for the Bobcats after the penalty aided first down.
This is what we talked about early in the keys to the game with Bowling Green and their 2-3 good running backs. It's difficult to read what you're going to do. Pass.
Roll out Dylan Dalton.
Some speed. Good block.
Yep, he's going to get around one man. Still on his feet across the 40 to the 35 and into Louisiana territory.
Oh,
down to the 34-yard line before he's finally brought down by a group including Mason Washington.
My goodness.
From his own 48 down to the 34-yard line of the Bulldogs.
I don't know if Dylan's into buying anybody dinner, but he ought to buy Charlie dinner on that one. Charlie Bowen had a great backside block there from his running back position. The kid that was chasing Dylan down from behind got a whole helmet full of Charlie and a great block to help break a play.
What Dylan did good on that one was he kept his shoulder pads.
Good blocking.
Here's another run by
Good blocking.
Marcus Starks. He's grabbed by the back of the collar and pulled out of bounds. You could see whoever was in on the tackle thought about bringing him down, but it probably would have been a horse collar. So he kind of let up and just brought him out of bounds. But Dalton, he kept his shoulder pads and his arm up like there was still the option to throw, even as he was getting at or across the line of scrimmage. It kept the defensive backs and linebackers from pinching.
Yeah, the kid's smart. He keeps that ball up. It doesn't allow your safety or your corner to crash down because you can't just give up on the pass play.
1st and 10,
Marcus.
Starks, and he's into the end zone for the 3rd time tonight. From just outside the 10-yard line, it'll be a 13-yard touchdown this time, and Bowling Green continues to pour it on here as they lead this ball game 20-0.
Yeah, just a great handoff just up the gut there. That play that my wife says, the play up the middle that never worked for about 13 yards for a touchdown.
With 2:35 to go in the first quarter, Bowling Green has extended this advantage to 3 scores. Just not much to that, except for Marcus with a little shoulder shimmy and in untouched.
Motion. It's going to be a pass.
2-point conversion attempt.
A little bit of trouble.
Dalton all the way to the sideline, cuts back, and it's through the hands, and I think it ended up being intercepted. So the 2-point conversion no good for the 2nd time tonight. And Bowling Green will have to settle for a 20-0 lead. 3 touchdowns for Marcus Starks here in the first quarter of Week 7 for the Mayor's Cup on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by RE/MAX Realty Shop agent Kelly Crane, PJ Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, review your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
20-0 Bobcats, 2:35 to go here in the first quarter of this Week 7 matchup conference game. The Mayor's Cup on the line. Both Mayors are in the building or in the arena, stadium. What do you want to go with there?
Let's
go. The field, Cunningham Field.
Cunningham Field. I like arena.
Yeah.
I like stadium, but I think we need more bleachers for a stadium.
Yeah.
You know? I think we better stick with field.
Yeah, Cunningham Field here in Louisiana. Historic Cunningham Field.
Oh, historic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Niemeyer to kick it off, and he kicks it
Good
deep
kick.
this time. And Hutt will get it on the near side. Quincy across the 30, 35, 40.
Big
he's
run.
Across the 50. He needs a block. He gets one, and he's finally run out of bounds in Bobcat territory. That's a nice return for Quincy Hutt.
Yeah, that was a good run back here by Hutt. He gets right down here on the sideline. He's got a gap open. He's got a couple great lead blocks, and then Brandon Gamm with a good stop for the Bobcats there on the sidelines.
Saved a touchdown, most likely.
I think that was Brandon Gamm, yep.
So best starting field position for the Bulldogs tonight. They've got it 1st and 10 in Bobcat territory, inside the 35 to about the 33-yard line. On 1st and 10, a couple of receivers on the near side.
Showing blitz.
And it's a give to Harrison, and not a whole bunch there for the Bulldog running back, Wyatt Harrison. Gain of 2, it'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, good inside trap for the Louisiana Bulldogs, and good defense by Machine Gunner there to come in and make a tackle.
Gunner Bryant, he's been working tonight on the defensive side for Bowling Green. Almost came across the line again, and they're wanting the flag, and I think they finally lobbied for the flag this time.
Yeah, that was a coach called flag there. He was offsides for sure, but the coach got that flag.
So it'll be a 5-yard penalty defensively against Bowling Green, and instead of 2nd and 8, it'll be second.
And it's amazing. It's been, the same kid each time for Bowling Green jumping off sides, and he's right next to the football.
Mm-hmm. That would be the easiest one to
sometimes,
track that.
Yeah, sometimes emotions get in. You get excited and want to smash somebody.
So I put it just outside the 25-yard line. They'll put Quincy Hutt in motion, inside. And they'll take it inside again. And running for the first down is Wyatt Harrison with a gain of about 5.
Yeah, good inside trap. They've got a pretty good inside trap from shotgun here. Bowling Green's done a pretty good job to close it down, but their second-level linebackers, I think Dylan Dalton was in on that tackle, and, of course, he's super fast. They're quick to close to tackles.
1st and 10 for the Louisiana Bulldogs. Trying to get on the board here toward the end of the quarter. Just a minute left in quarter number 1. Bulldogs trail Bowling Green 20-0. They go pass to the near side. That's caught by Mason Washington at the 20, and he'll be tackled falling forward to about the 19. Not much there. Gain of about 2.
Who's our receiver?
Mason Washington. Starks tackled him. And it'll be 2nd and 8. So they are not afraid to throw the ball around even for minimal gain.
That's a thing that a lot of high schools don't do. You got your playmakers out here on the edge, and if Bowling Green's giving you 5 yards, give the ball to your playmaker, let him make something happen.
Empty backfield this time for Ethan Harrison. Now they put Wyatt in motion, and it'll be a keeper, and breaking through and bringing down the quarterback, Harrison, immediately.
Charlie Bowen.
Bowen again,
wow.
Man.
That was I don't know how he got through, but he got through in the exact right place he needed to be for what
loss
of about 2.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Louisiana when the second quarter starts here in the 2021 Mayor's Cup game from Louisiana on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Airco Convenience Centers, Hayden's Motorsports Center, and Silex Banking Company.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Teams come out for the second quarter. Bowling Green up 20-0. It's 3rd and 10 for Louisiana. They had their best starting field position on this drive. They've done a little bit, but Bowling Green has always come back with a play defensively and has pushed them back to a 3rd and 10 here to start the second quarter of this ball game. Still, they're just one play away, one break and one from being in the end zone for the first time.
For Louisiana, yeah, and we've seen some stuff from Louisiana that's going to show us that they can score. Mm-hmm. And some of that is what I've seen is a little bit due to Bowling Green's over pursuit in a couple of plays, because a couple of them have just been kind of crazy broken plays where the Louisiana Bulldog made some good moves afterwards. But yeah, they're close. I mean, one play is all it could take.
Bulldogs facing a 3rd and 10.
Blitz.
Bowling Green.
Yeah. Well, backing off. Yeah, no kidding.
Play clock down to 10. They'll check their wristbands again.
Charlie sneaking up.
Here comes the pressure. Low snap.
Good
Harrison
throw.
gets the pass away, but incomplete. The intended target was Mason Washington. He was looking back for a flag, but there is none.
There was none. I don't think that's kind of a risky throw for Ethan, because he threw that ball on a slant route, and the safety or maybe linebacker was right there waiting, and the cornerback was chasing his intended receiver behind him. So he wouldn't have got anything if he caught it, but, man, it sure was pretty close to intercepted.
4th and 10 for Louisiana. They'll go for it here with the field position just outside the 20-yard line. Big play in this ball game. Bowling Green has one stop on a 4th down attempt. Rolling out is Ethan to the near side, and he is brought down. Big tackle that time for Gunnar Bryant on the sack, and a turnover on down. So that drive fizzles out for Louisiana, and they still trail 20-0 here at the start of the second quarter.
Machine Gunner Bryant is a pretty good player. I enjoy watching him play, and he's fast, he's strong, and he reads the field really well. And Ethan was just in a bad situation. Ethan Harrison was just in a bad situation because Gunner was coming down on him hard to make that tackle.
So Bowling Green takes over at their own 30. Dalton keeps it on the far side. Turns on the Jets. He's got first down yardage, and he's out near the 50-yard line. They'll give him the Bowling Green 49. It's a gain of, 18?
Yeah, about 20. I mean, it depends on where they're going to spot him, but he should be right at about 20 yards. Yeah, you're right, about 19 anyways. But you look at his run chart here so far in his runs. He's got a 15, 2 25s, and a 19. So his average is high this evening.
And he's not the featured runner by any means.
Right.
They are keyed in on
Pass.
Starks. Here's Dalton out
Starks
to pass. Puts it in the air.
Oh, he's
to
going.
the near side. A little wobbly on the pass.
Oh, he caught it.
Is caught at the 10-yard line.
Jordan Miller.
Wow. What a pass, what a catch on the near sideline. And Bowling Green will have it 1st and goal from the 10.
So great catch. He threw that ball up. Jordan had his guy beat. If Dylan could have got that out above him, that would have been a huge play. But he got it down. Jordan made a great adjustment, caught the ball on his back. I mean, diving, falling down for the ball.
Yeah, there was a little bit of wobble on that pass, but like you said, the receiver makes the adjustment, comes back to it, and makes the catch. 1st and goal from the 10, and it's Marcus again. Get a good pressure on him, and still flags coming out, and folks getting thrown down after the whistle. Starks on the run, and we'll see what the penalty is. It's going to be a hold against the Bobcats, so that'll push them back to the 20.
It's only about a 3 or 4 yard gain anyways, but that doesn't help any. But what was cool there is, Marcus runs through the off tackle hole and gets a Bulldog on him right away and kind of shrugs him off almost, and then the next couple Bulldogs tackled him.
So they'll march off 10 yards from the spot of the penalty. So it won't be the 20-yard line, but what about this, 16, 17?
Yes.
And
yes,
now
17.
the 13. That's a
20, 25, 20, 15, about the 16-yard line.
No, it's inside the 20, yeah. 16-yard line. So it's still 1st and goal for Bowling Green. And it's still Marcus Starks.
Running hard.
Puts down the head that time and takes it inside the 5 near the goal line.
Oh, wow. They downed him at like the 2. Good run, though.
Stop just short by our Bulldogs.
Down to 10:15 to play here in quarter number 2. Bowling Green 3 scores in the first quarter and a stop of Louisiana to start the second quarter here in this Mayor's Cup game. And there's the 4th touchdown of the night for Marcus Starks from 2 yards out. Wow, he is having himself a first half in this ball game. He's had himself a season. 10:01 to play here in the first half, and it's 26-0 Bowling Green. How about that?
Yeah, that was their basic formation for Bowling Green. That 2 pro set back that give the ball to Marcus up front, and the way he's running tonight, like you said, there's not much going to keep him from 6 feet.
So let's see if they can convert the 2-point try this time. They've come up empty on their last 2 after a nice passing play to get the first 2-point conversion, and he is in for this one. They go to the ground this time to make it 28-0 Bowling Green. 10:01 to play in the second quarter. This is the high school football game of the week, the Mayor's Cup on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by RE/MAX Realty Shop owner-broker Alicia Koenig, Orff Construction Company, and Hobson, Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season with Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and a taste of Philly.
Well, the Bowling Green Bobcats have come down to Louisiana and have shown the Bulldogs where they need to be. 28-0, just over a quarter. 14 minutes have been played in this ball game, and they lead by 4 scores. And they've all been scored by Marcus Starks.
Yeah, Marcus has been kind of the workhorse tonight for Bowling Green. I can't even say kind of. I mean, he's got 11 runs, and you know he's probably over 100 yards in those 11 runs already. I mean, he's probably pretty close to 150. In the first quarter, really. I mean, we're 10 minutes in the second here.
10:01 to be exact, and Bowling Green will kick it off. Niemeyer on to do the kicking. The last one was returned pretty well. Now they're going to try an onside, or just a little long squibber. That's what it turns into, and Louisiana falls on it at the 36-yard line. It was 32 again. Kenny McCormick, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why Bowling Green's onside kicking there, but
I think that was as much to do with the last return as it was
maybe
Bowling Green trying to get the ball back.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I agree with you. That's a good point.
So 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, trailing 28-0. They put Washington in motion, and it's a option him. Actually, it was Quincy Hutt coming from the near side, 6-2.
Maybe 2 yards, maybe.
And those jet sweeps have just not really produced much.
No, Bowling Green does a really good job of getting to that, and it's not just their linebacker level here, but you know their linemen are shifting with that play and making pretty good plays to help get out here. But he's run out of bounds by a couple of linebackers.
They actually give him no gain on the play. So a lot of running for no movement forward. 2nd and 10 for Louisiana. And it's a pitch out to Harrison, and my goodness.
Machine gunner on the tackle by himself.
Gunner Bryant again, and that's going to be a loss of, about 7 or 8.
Who was our running back there?
That was Wyatt Harrison. Actually, it's going to be 10. It's going to be 3rd and 20 for Louisiana.
Yeah, so, when I played football, the cornerback's job is the pitch man, and Machine Gunner is playing kind of an outside linebacker play, and he does a great job to read that pitch. The defensive line caused the quarterback to pitch early, and he just ran, just crashed down and tackled the running back, which in this position he can do whether he's got the ball or not. So, good pitch and good play on the defense.
3rd and 20 for the Bulldogs as they're going backwards here on this drive, and Harrison got to put it up deep to the far side, and that is too far for Quincy Hutt on the far side into double coverage.
He can throw.
Yeah.
Just got to get it on target.
And Quincy can run.
Yeah, that ball was outside for those that didn't see it towards the sideline, which is where the DB was covering that play. Had Harrison thrown that ball to the inside, it was a bit long, but he'd had a better chance of making a completion there. At least let his receiver get a chance.
Caps on to punt here on 4th and 20. For Louisiana, and see what Starks can do in the return game.
Good kick. I can't even see it.
Ball fielded. He breaks the first tackle. 2 more Bulldogs there. He's going to fight to get to the 49-yard line. He's still on his feet, and he'll get to the other 49. How about that? Marcus Starks fighting for every single yard tonight, and they'll get into Bulldog territory at the 49.
Yeah, he was hit on contact.
And
then got away. 2 more guys got a hold of him, and then a couple guys started pushing, and I thought he might have slipped out of that pile, but ended up falling down at the 49.
So the Bobcats have it in Bulldog territory at the 49-yard line. They've scored on every single drive they've had offensively tonight. 4 for 4, and Marcus Starks has all of them. And Timeout called by Bowling Green. With 8:46 to go in the second quarter, we'll take a break too. All Bobcats here in the Mayor's Cup. They lead Louisiana 28-0 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating and Lynn's Heritage House.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and All Parts.
Louisiana on a 3-game winning streak. Bowling Green has started the season 5-0, but tonight it's all Bobcats in the first 16 minutes of this ball game. They lead the Bulldogs 28-0 at Louisiana for the Mayor's Cup here in 2021.
And, minus really one pass play, it's been all Bobcats on the ground.
Uh-huh.
I mean, which I guess is pretty common.
Yeah.
What Bowling Green's played, but it's all and by all on the ground, it's almost been all Marcus. Now Dylan Dalton has had some 1, 2, 3, 4 really good runs. I mean, which has obviously helped and added to this offense.
But the bread and butter is wearing number 1
tonight. That is true.
They'll line up 2 receivers on the near side on 1st and 10. Bowling Green with the ball. And rolling out is Dylan Dalton. Throws it back across his body, wide open, and caught. And just a couple of men to beat. What? Yeah, that was a great
still going.
Move. Still inside the 10, 5, and brought down at about the 2.
Unbelievable.
What was that move?
I have no idea. He just kind of gave him a head nod, and it was.
Wow. All the way down to 1st and goal. Who was on the end of that pass?
Owen Niemeyer.
Niemeyer made about the move of the year to get away from 3-4 Bulldogs after catching that ball and setting up Bowling Green 1st and goal with the clock running down to 8:20 to go in quarter number 2.
Charlie Bowen.
Bowen in for the touchdown. First one not named Starks to score tonight, and that makes it a 34-0 Bowling Green lead with the extra point to come. Charlie Bowen with a 2-yarder. So Bowling Green into the end zone again.
Who?
Jackson's going from 68 to 60.
Okay. So Jackson Charlton has to in-game change his number because his jersey got ripped off.
69 is Jackson Charlton for the rest of the evening.
And on the 2-point try, Bowling Green is in.
Good.
That makes it 36-0 Bobcats with 7:59 to go in the first half. All Bobcats here for the Mayor's Cup on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop, Agent Kelly Crane, PJ's Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Area high school sports on the Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shops.
Well, the money line said it was going to be this way, but Louisiana, I thought was going to have something. I thought they'd be a little more up for this ball game, but Bowling Green knocked them down early. We talked about that in the keys to the game. If Bowling Green gets a lead early, boy, they can just step on the Bulldogs, and that's what they've been able to do here through the second quarter.
Yeah, that's exactly what they've done, and they've kind of found. Well, I can't say found because this has kind of been their MO for the season so far. But man, they're putting Marcus Starks out there, and they're definitely riding on it and letting him go hard.
He's got 4 of the 5 touchdowns. Charlie Bowen the other, and they do another onside, and Starks overran the ball. He almost had his own onside kick. Can he be the first one to touch it?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
As long as it goes 10 yards.
He overran it. It bounced right past him. He even had the big hop. But Louisiana able to get it at the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll start their drive, 1st and 10.
So I was looking just to kind of appease my mind to see what the number of touchdowns in a football game was for the record, and the number's 11.
Okay.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have a record tonight.
A whole lot.
That's someone who didn't have a whole lot, or maybe it ended up being like a 74 to 72 game or something like that. Loss of 1 on 1st down.
Ethan Harrison with the carry for Louisiana. Just nowhere to go. Excuse me. Wow.
2nd and 11 as the clock runs here in the 2nd quarter. So Coach Pitcher wanted to control the clock. He hasn't been able to do that. They've had to go to the air a lot more, I think, than they probably even wanted to.
Well, we'll wait till this play's over, and we'll cover it.
Hutt was the man in motion. They give the inside handoff to Wyatt Harrison, and he's going to lose a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 12.
You know, Bowling Green, Louisiana has been able to move the ball a little bit on the pass, and we've almost seen them give that up here at this point.
Actually, they gave him back forward progress, so it's no gain on the play. But, yeah, they're getting such good penetration through that Louisiana line tonight.
Look at this. Look at down here at this wide receiver on this corner and where Cooper Keel is.
Yeah, they've got a cushion of, what, almost 15 yards?
Where's the flag? What is this
Over
guy?
the far side. That's caught. That's Washington. They'll give him forward progress to the 45-yard line, so it's going to be 4th and about 5. Gain of 6 on the play.
And the same thing, that these receivers, the number was Washington.
2.
These receivers for Louisiana, the lights are on here. I can't see very well.
Uh-huh.
They've got a lot of cushion here. And if he starts like he's going to run a fly and does a button hook or a comeback route, the Bobcat DB is dropping back, and it's going to give him room to make a play.
4th and 5, they're going for it. And before the snap, timeout will be taken by Louisiana. With 6:07 to go here in the 2nd quarter, it's a 4th and 5. Bulldogs look like they're going for it, down 36-0 to Bowling Green in the Mayor's Cup game on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Airco Convenience Centers, Hayden's Motorsports Center, and Silex Banking Company.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
Just about halfway through the 2nd quarter of tonight's ball game for the Mayor's Cup, and the Bobcats leading 36-0, 4th and 5. Here they put the ball in the air, and that is incomplete. I think he dropped. No, they say it's a catch.
Oh.
Are they saying that's a catch? That would be a 1st down catch, and it is. The side judge signals, yes, it was a catch. Cooper Keel can't believe it. He puts his hands on his helmet. He says that touched the ground. And it's a conversion for Louisiana.
Was that to number 5?
It was to Quincy Hutt.
Number 6.
And they're going to talk about this. I think it might be coming back.
I thought it hit the ground from here.
The 3 officials closest to the ball talk about it. And they're going to say a complete pass, and Bowling Green still can't believe it. 1st down, Louisiana at midfield. They needed 5, they got 5.
Just 5.
Bulldogs, 1st down.
So a fresh set for Louisiana. Side judge got it. Near side. That's a Harrison sweep, Wyatt, and
Good
he's
tackle.
brought out of bounds. right down in front of us, and a flag comes in late.
For what?
They threw it to the sideline. I mean, it's 2 yards past the sideline.
They're going to call that as a horse collar on Dylan for pulling him around, I bet.
They are. So that's going to add yardage to the end of the run here quite a bit.
Oh, my goodness. Worst call I've ever seen. Unbelievable. Know the game. That is horrible.
So we go with the horse collar.
And if that were called against Louisiana, I'd be yelling the same thing. That was absolutely the worst call I've ever seen.
Down to the 32 of the Bobcats. And Louisiana loving the luck here on this drive.
Yep.
Down 36-0. I'd take a shot here.
I would too.
Yep, that's Harrison.
Nice.
And
Harrison
he is
Hunt.
Beat up by Harrison Hunt. I mean, blasted down to the turf. It's going to be a loss of 1 on the play and make it 2nd and 11.
Harrison is hungry, man. He's played such good football this year. He played really good football last year when he got in, but this year he's doing a really good job. Great recognition of where the ball's at and make a good tackle.
So it'll be 2nd and 11 from the 33-yard line of Bowling Green. Louisiana trailing 36-0. And we're down to 4:20 to play.
I'm still baffled on the horse collar call.
And the call before that.
Well,
Ethan
deep.
putting it deep to the far side, and it is caught this time, and out of bounds is Mason Washington. He's going to have it 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. What a catch over there by Mason.
35-yard gain.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, good concentration by the receiver to get in there. And I mean, he caught that ball with a defender in his face, but he was turned around looking for the ball to come to him, waiting for it, but good catch.
Washington with a huge catch to set him up at the, looks like the 4-yard line. 1st and goal. Louisiana trying to punch it in for the first time tonight. Get him inside that 35-point threshold here. Jets on the near side, that's Quincy Hunt, and he rolls off a tackle. He's going to lose yardage outside the 5-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal. Loss, I believe, 2 on the play.
Was that Mr. Hutt?
That was Quincy.
Yeah, good tackle there for Bowling Green to get in. Good run, though, lost 2 yards, but they run that jet sweep this way, and it's pretty tough.
What does Quincy's aunt call him? Her cue ball?
I do not know.
I believe that's right.
Is that it?
Yeah. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 6. Make it the 7-yard line for Louisiana. Ethan Harrison going to take it himself. Tries to find a lane, and he bounces off 1 tackle into 6 other Bobcats. Made it past Charlie Bowen this time, but not much there. He may have gotten back a yard.
Yeah, Owen Niemeyer on that missed tackle. He tried to hit him and knock him down and just wasn't near enough to knock him down. What was the yardage there?
Actually, -1. They're going to wind the clock here. Louisiana trying to punch it in.
Watch your screen.
Now 3rd and goal. 3 receivers on the near side, 1 to the far side for the Bulldogs. Harrison in the backfield. Fake the handoff, and they didn't get connected on the route there.
Yeah, maybe a miscommunication on the route. I don't know what happened, but he threw that ball over to the corner, and it looked like the receiver was running the slant. Yeah.
So it'll bring up 4th and goal for the Bulldogs, and they can't afford to have this drive fizzle out.
Yeah, if the Bobcat defense gets out of here, it's going to be pretty fortunate for them because they've had a pretty bad set here on giving up big yards.
Whether it be by controversial call or penalty.
Yeah.
And now that we're going to have a timeout before this 4th and goal play, Louisiana takes a timeout with 1:49 to play here in the 2nd quarter. Time ticking away for Louisiana here in the Mayor's Cup on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by RE/MAX Realty Shop owner-broker Alicia Koenig, Orff Construction Company, and Hobson, Louisiana.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
36-0 Bowling Green. Louisiana has it 4th and goal from appears to be the 7-yard line.
Oh, we're going for points.
Are they going to try and they're going to try and kick a field goal here. Ryan Camp's on to kick a field goal. We'll see what he can do here on 4th and goal. He'll set up at about the 14-yard line. Kick is no good. So Bowling Green avoids points and takes over deep in Louisiana territory. He just didn't get the height. He had to kick it from the far hash, and just the approach just didn't look great that time for Caps, and Louisiana comes up empty.
I don't understand field goal kicking myself. It's certainly a talent that some people possess and others can't figure out.
You know, I've watched several videos on how to be a place kicker, and I still can't figure it out. Of course, I wasn't a great kicker when I played soccer either, so what am I doing trying to kick field goals?
Well, I think a lot of young kids think you kick the ball with your toe, and you're supposed to kick it with your laces, but I still don't know how to get elevation. These pro guys, the 66-yard field goal from Baltimore the other night.
Well, that guy is talented on many levels.
On
Here's
a big
Dalton.
Run here. Oh, he's gone.
He is gone.
Oh, great
Dylan Dalton
run.
All the way to the house. Wow. He started his own, 14-yard line?
That's a 86-yard run for Dylan, and it just basically on a quarterback sweep outside, and he got out here, and he's so fast on his feet. He makes one guy miss and then outruns everybody else.
That is a huge run for Dalton, his first touchdown of the night, and extends the lead to 42-0. Minute 35 to play here in the first half, and they're going to try and kick the extra point this time. Said if Louisiana's bringing out their kicker, we're going to bring out our kicker.
We'll try it too.
This one just for 1 point. And we'll see if he can boot it through here, up 42-0.
Nice.
Kick is up and good. And it makes it 43-0 Bowling Green here in the final 2 minutes of the first half from the Mayor's Cup on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating and Lynn's Heritage House.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on the Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
I continue to be surprised by this Bowling Green team and the way they've been able to put it on teams week in and week out. 43-0 here in the first half. They had 50 by halftime last week against North Callaway. It's just been a joy to watch. And, Louisiana's been fun on this 3-game winning streak, but it kind of shows they still have some work to do to be up there in the upper echelon of the conference and the area. Like Bowling Green is.
Well, they're a fairly young team, Louisiana is. Their quarterback is a sophomore. I know they had some seniors on this team that were starters, but, there's some promise here. It's not like, this game rules them out completely out of the conference.
Little squibber again to the 40-yard line, and just a couple yards there on the return.
Yeah, I think Bowling Green learned from the last big return. They're not going to do that again.
It was Jace Luck, I believe. He came out with the ball.
Yeah, I don't think Bowling Green's trying to get the ball.
Was it Desira or I thought I saw 20 get it myself, Will Shepard. But who?
Yeah, but you also thought there was a 35 earlier. And
it was a 32.
Oh,
I was close. And what do we have? They're going to talk to the Louisiana coaches. They're going to push the sideline back. They let the clock roll. 5 extra seconds. So they'll reset it to 1:20.
We went to 12 minutes. Surely we're not starting over. There it is, 1:20.
So Louisiana, 1:20 to try and get on the board here before the first half ends. We're going to have a running clock in the second half regardless to start.
See, I think I'm going to try to get the ball out here, Mark, to this big cushion with Cooper Keel. I know Cooper Keel's going to make this tackle, but 3 or 4 yards at a time is going to be pretty good.
That would be good. Just something positive.
Look right here, stop.
They go to the far side and
he dropped the ball, hit him in the hands. Ouch.
Intended target over there was Mason Washington. And he had it, heard footsteps, and dropped it.
Right in the hands. That was a good throw by Ethan Harrison to get it right on the money.
Yeah, he's a good quarterback, and he's only going to get better in his junior and senior years.
He's a sophomore. That's exactly right. It's good when you got a sophomore stepping up at your varsity level, playing as your quarterback, and he's playing good. So, yeah, you're right. He's going to do nothing but improve over the next couple years.
2nd and 10 for Louisiana. They put Quincy Hutt in motion, and they give it to Wyatt Harrison on the inside handoff, and he's stopped at the 45. Gain of about 2. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
A good tackle by Seth Huber.
And a timeout taken by Bowling Green. They want another shot on offense.
Yeah, I think they do. I think they got the taste of 50 last week, and I think it's
contagious.
Yeah.
They want it again. 1:02 to go here in the first half. Take a quick break on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by RE/MAX Realty Shop agent Kelly Crane, PJ Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
3rd and 8 after the timeout. Bowling Green called the timeout defensively. They want the ball back for their offense with 1:02 to go here in the first half, leading 43-0 over Louisiana for the Mayor's Cup here in week number 7. Mark Runner, Chris Grody here in the broadcast booth, bringing you all the action here in week number 7. Bowling Green 5-0, Louisiana 3-3, and here's Harrison, way too deep for Quincy Hutt that time, overthrew him by 15 yards. He slung it out there. It was a bad snap. He had to pick it up, and he picked it up and threw all in one motion.
And he had a lot of pressure on him, too, and he just kind of threw that up. I agree with you. I think he was just like, oh, I got to get rid of it, and that hurt him a little bit. But that has a lot to do with being young, too, for that matter.
4th and 10, and they'll bring on the punt team here with 55.4 seconds to go. So the incompletion gives Bowling Green a little more time for their offense. You're looking into the future for Bowling Green.
I am.
Is that the Week 8 or Week 9 matchup against Cardinal Ritter?
That is next week, isn't it?
So this one is a high.
Oh, the ball is down.
Dropped by Starks, and who has it? It's Bowling Green ball. They got it back, and they'll have it 1st and 10.
Marcus Mount made a big mistake there, just trying to get the ball. Couldn't quite hold on to it.
So Bowling Green takes over. He was looking for a big return and ends up getting it at the 26-yard line. So they're going to go 74 yards in 47.3 seconds.
Think they can do it?
They can if they break one off here.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. If Dylan gets out again, it might.
Dylan or Marcus
or Charlie.
Any number of options, and they go up the middle on 1st down, and Marcus not much there.
Marcus Starks on that carry.
2-yard gain, one of his shorter ones this season.
Timeout Bobcats.
And a timeout taken by Bowling Green here with 39.7 seconds to go. I'm standing up.
Okay.
For the last 39.7. Bowling Green has scored on every possession here in the first half. That's pretty impressive because Louisiana's been playing really good defense lately.
Yeah, well, and I think, I don't mean this against Bowling Green or against Louisiana bad at all, but Bowling Green is just a very, very good overall team right now, and they're going to be tough for a lot of teams to play against.
They got Cardinal Ritter next week. Coming up on the halftime show, we'll check the ticker around the area, get you some scores going from some important games as we're well into the second half of this season. Week 7, only 2 weeks left after tonight in the regular season before districts begin. District softball begins next week. And, was that a little lateral? Over to the far side and across the 50-yard line to the 49. Couldn't tell if he handed it off there or just passed his man with that much speed.
Starks on the run again.
Yep. To the 49 of Louisiana.
A 25-yard run again. Shotgun here for Bowling Green.
1st and 10, and flags come out ahead of that play.
False start.
Far start against Bowling Green.
False start against the offense.
25 seconds to go. Is there a runoff with that one?
I don't think so. I think that's higher level than high school football, Mark.
You never know.
That's true.
It'll be a 5-yard penalty, still first down, so 1st and 15. Take them across the 50 to their own side of the field. Yep, they're telling them to set the clock. Up to 32. They let an extra 7 seconds roll off. So, the referees are having none of the hometown scoreboard.
Yeah, I think they're doing fine. It's good on them to catch it, though.
Oh, yeah, 32 seconds left here in the first half. Bowling Green, after the false start. 1st and 15 for the Bobcats. They put a receiver on the near side. It's the only receiver out there. 2 in the backfield. Behind the quarterback.
Pass.
Roll out. Dalton.
Nothing.
Throws it back to the far
side again.
And that is incomplete. Little
There you
contact,
go.
yeah, and they're going to call the
flag.
pass interference.
That's a good
on
flag.
Will Shepard over there as he got tangled up with the intended target. Was that Marcus on the far side?
I couldn't tell who it was from here. The lights are making it difficult for me, but that's a good flag. I know people are upset about that call, but that was complete interference on that catch. That ball could have been caught had it not been for the defender.
Actually, it's Cooper Keel, I believe.
Cooper Keel, okay.
On the far side, so it'll be 1st and 10 for Bowling Green, 24.5 seconds to go.
What is Bowling Green doing? They're coming back.
Are they? Did they pick up the flag? Now they're going to march it.
I don't know what they're doing.
From the backfield, are they calling? Well, they're going to give them 10 yards.
So
that's odd.
Defensive holding, maybe?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I didn't see what he called.
What?
I don't know.
So it'd be defensive contact, so pass interference.
Well, I knew it wasn't going to be a spot foul, as it is in college and the pros.
Right. But it's 15 yards, automatic first down, or is it 10?
10. That's what they marched off. So Bowling Green has it, 24.5 seconds to go. Big drop back, throw on the far side, and more contact.
We let that one go, though.
Yep. They wanted the call, Bowling Green did. It'll be 2nd and 10 with 16.4 seconds to go.
A good throw. Dylan's got to get that ball out to the corner. He's kind of throwing it a little short here to his receiver, but if he gets that up to the corner pylon of the end zone and lets his receiver go get it, that's going to be – and I know he can throw the ball that far, but if he can't, throw the ball sooner type deal. But I know he can throw the ball that far.
Down to 16.4 seconds to go. Going with Marcus on the run this time, and he's tripped up as he crosses the line. And is Bowling Green out of timeouts? I believe they are. They're rushing to the line. They're going to try and spike this maybe down to 6 seconds. Down to 2, and somebody left early. Or somebody wasn't lined up properly.
They called it on they called the false start on Jordan Miller.
False start against the Bobcats.
1.9 seconds to go.
That's all you need.
5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down. And here we go. Last play of the half. And they didn't get it off. Didn't get the snap off in 1.9, and the first half is over here at Cunningham Field in Louisiana. With the score, Bowling Green 43, the Bulldogs nothing here in the 2021 Mayor's Cup on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Through 2 quarters here in Week 7, it's the Bowling Green Bobcats leading the Louisiana Bulldogs here at Cunningham Field, 43-0. Winner gets the Mayor's Cup, and more importantly, a big conference victory here. Bowling Green has won 13 straight in the EMO and have looked good through 2 quarters. Marcus Starks with the first 4 touchdowns, Charlie Bone with a short one after that, and finally 80-plus yard touchdown by Dylan Dalton to round out the first half, 43-0. Bowling Green was still trying for more there at the end and just ran out of time as they were shooting the ball downfield, trying to connect for a last-second touchdown, but wasn't meant to be. They have to settle for a 43-0 lead here through 2 quarters.
Yeah, Bowling Green certainly played well, and I think you're right. I think they got a little hungry there at the end, so they were, trying to get the ball back and try to push it there with those last few minutes left. But penalties and just inability to pay attention kind of calls them short there on that last score. But
the line has been a little shaky tonight offensively for Bowling Green. They haven't been able to settle down. Is that just perhaps they're a little too juiced up for this matchup?
I think there's a lot of excitement in continuing their undefeated streak. I know Chin said that they try to go, 1-0 every Friday, but every player on that football team is thinking 5-0, 6-0. So, yeah, I think there's a little bit of it. And I think the defense is probably a bigger issue for the Bowling Green line. The defensive line can't get calm enough to not jump off sides. I mean, we've seen, probably 4 penalties that they've gotten away with on offsides from the defense. And then, of course, Louisiana's head coach kind of hollered at the umpire and got that 1 penalty on him this last quarter.
So 43-0, Bowling Green leads through 2 quarters. Take a break, come back with a look around the area, and a whole bunch more as we continue here in the Mayor's Cup game 2021 here from Cunningham Field on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Airco Convenience Centers, Hayden's Motorsports Center, and Silex Banking Company.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Sailor and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repairs. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
We're at the half here at the Mayor's Cup. 43-0. Bowling Green leads Louisiana. And taking a look around the area, McAllister had a 1-yard touchdown run in the first quarter for Pittsfield, but they trail Athens at the half. The score is 28-6. Pittsfield trailing in that ball game. Last check for Monroe City, they're leading over Macon 28-6 with 45 seconds left in the first half of that ball game. Palmyra trailing in the second quarter against Highland 18-14. Mallet has 3 touchdown passes. Cameron Bringer hauled in the last one to make it 18-14 in favor of Highland. I believe that one is in Highland tonight. So there's some of the early scores from around the area. We'll try and get you connected. Lots of action going on here in Week 7 tonight. Mark Twain is hosting Montgomery County. Pleasant Hill is at Greenfield. Van Far at Uniontown. And Winfield with Ellsbury at Warrenton here in week number 7. So a lot of action. We'll try and get you some of those scores as we roll on here. Louisiana sounding good. The Bulldog Band providing the halftime entertainment here tonight as Bowling Green has provided a lot of offense through 2 quarters, up 43-0. We'll take another break. Talk about this one a little bit more on the halftime show on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop owner-broker Alicia Koenig, Orff Construction Company, and Hobson, Louisiana.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Sailor and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes to the Philadelphian favorite water ice, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season with Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Bank of Louisiana, and a taste of Philly.
43-0 here for the Mayor's Cup here in the 2021. Bowling Green leading Louisiana. And Lakota Preston took a jet sweep, 93 yards for a score. And Mark Twain is leading Montgomery 18-0. Last check, I believe that was in the early in the second quarter. So we'll see if we can get an update on that ball game before we finish up here at the half. Actually, 32-8 at the half. Montgomery leading, or Mark Twain leading Montgomery County. So a good first half for the Mark Twain Tigers as they look to stay just a game behind Bowling Green in the conference standings. Of course, their only loss this season, their 5-1, has come at the hands of Bowling Green 2 weeks ago. So that's a team that former Bowling Green assistant Austin Leak has heading definitely in the right direction.
Yeah, I liked Coach Leak when he was here. His play calling and his motivation of some of the kids was pretty good. Me personally, I liked him. I was fortunate in that my kid played for him for a year in junior high, and I thought he did pretty good his time in varsity here with us. And Mark Twain's home, so for him, so it's always good to go home and coach your alma mater, I guess, if you get the chance.
My kid had him for weights, the teacher for the weight class, and really enjoyed his class. So it was sad to see him go, but great to see him get the opportunity, especially with his hometown program.
It's great to see him succeed, too.
Yeah.
I mean,
43-0, Bowling Green leading through 2 quarters. We kind of took you through the scoring a little bit, but Marcus had an unbelievable first quarter. 4 touchdowns in that first quarter. And where's he at rushing-wise here at the half?
Yeah, so far in the first half alone, he's got 14 runs for 164 yards, if my radio math is correct. Probably more impressive is Dylan Dalton's 5 runs for 170 yards, and a lot of that is based on that 86-yard run he had there at the end. So,
but he was averaging over 10 a carry before that.
He was. You're right. And Marcus was on fire again, giving him the ball. And Marcus is over 10 yards a carry. Dylan is over 10 yards a carry. Charlie Bowen's got 2, but he's got 10 yards. He's over 5 yards a carry. So they're doing pretty good offensively. In the running back area compared to. Louisiana, their top runner currently has got 26 yards on 7 carries. So, and their quarterback, Ethan Harrison, is at -5, excuse me.
Yeah, so Bowling Green's defense, they were bending a little bit on a couple of drives, but they never broke. They were able to rebound from some of those penalty calls and some of those oddities like that pass that hit the turf that was called a catch, so they continue to be tough, and they have had more first half shutouts this season.
Yeah.
I think that pretty much every game but the Mark Twain game, they've pitched a shutout through 2 quarters.
Yeah, to be honest, and this means nothing disrespectful to the boys that come out here when the varsity gets done, but I'm pretty sure all of the scores have come from the JV team minus the Mark Twain game.
Last week, there was still the first team offense or defense out there against North Callaway. It was an early second half touchdown.
Yeah. So that's right. So North Callaway and Mark Twain are the only 2 teams that have scored against the Bowling Green varsity team. So that's a pretty significant stat in itself.
And even in those games, there were some big-time plays from the defense. And, heck, the most points they've given up was to Mark Twain in 14 in a ball game. No one else has scored more than 7 this season.
And I think if that's the most I give up as a football team, as a coach in a game, I think I'm pretty happy with my defense.
Yeah, through the first 6 weeks,
Yeah.
that's pretty good.
Yep.
43-0 our score. Bowling Green ahead of Louisiana after 2. We're about 6 minutes away from the start of the second half. We'll take a break, come back with more of the halftime show after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating and Lynn's Heritage House.
One Multi-Sports Complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One Multi-Sports Complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
Bank of Louisiana ensures their customers are always in the know when it comes to their banking. Bank of Louisiana's top-of-the-line mobile banking service allows you to check account balances, view your account history, transfer funds. Plus, you can pay your bills all on one app. Call Bank of Louisiana for more information or visit bola.cc.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice, and All Parts.
Second half, just minutes away from beginning here at Louisiana. Beautiful Cunningham Field. Field looks great for being over halfway through the season. We had just enough rain recently to green that back up. Kind of a wet week. Excited that we got 3 broadcasts in this week without getting rained on or rained out too heavily. A couple of softball games, a couple exciting softball games. And then tonight, it's been a great atmosphere here at Louisiana as the team's playing for the Mayor's Cup for the first time since, what was it, 2015? It's been a few years.
Yeah, it's been.
I think it's been 6 years.
Yeah, I think it's been discussed and cussed and negotiated and
when
it started and.
I think Louisiana won the first one.
Yeah, that's correct. But when was that is the question.
Yeah, it's been a while ago, back around the time that we were in high school.
Yes.
So about a quarter century ago.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, let's just say it was 10 years ago.
No, it was a quarter century ago.
All right, fine.
But Bowling Green well in hand tonight's ball game. It'll be a running clock to start the second half, which is surprising. I thought Louisiana might be able to steal a touchdown in the first half and keep this thing a little bit closer. But the Bobcats have just shown their dominance and how good they are up on the Bulldogs 43-0 through 2 quarters.
Yeah, they're. Bowling Green is tough, and I don't want to jinx them, but they are tough up front. They've got a good core group of running backs that's difficult to make adjustments for, and they're not afraid to just run the ball in your face and go from there. They're a tough team.
Do they have the same district this season? I'm not sure. They've run into troubles in the districts the last couple of years. There's been some tough teams in there, but let's see where they're at this year. Class 2 District 6.
Well, Monroe City last year was heartbreaking for Bowling Green to end. Bowling Green pretty much won that game all game long and controlled it, and then a couple plays really separated them there. And at the very end of the game, too, it was like, oh, no.
Right now, Bowling Green, if the season ended right now, would be the 2 seed in their district. Hallsville would be the 1. Montgomery County would be the 3. California the 4. North Callaway the 5. Centralia the 6. And MMA the 7. So it's a 7-team district, and Hallsville is up there at 6-0, and they probably have that number 1 seed. Just because they have played that 6th game, and Bowling Green has only played 5 because the points is 52.33 to 49.25.
Yeah,
right
which you add that football game for Bowling Green, and that's a bump in points, but all of a sudden Bowling Green's number 1.
Yeah.
And, Mission needs to look at that in
COVID times.
In these COVID games where teams are not able to play by COVID, maybe that needs to be a forfeit. And I understand the situation. I get it. It sucks. But maybe that needs to be a forfeit for the other team and given, 10, 15 points. I don't know how 14 points. I don't know how you make that. I don't know how you make that right.
Yeah, but
Bowling Green is in this case will suffer from a COVID non-game.
A game they would have won by 60 points.
Yeah, probably, yes.
Most likely against Wright City, who's down this season. All right, Bowling Green up 43-0. Second half, just minutes away from starting. They'll have they run the 3 minutes? Are we ready to go out there?
Yeah, Bowling Green. They started their 3-minute while Bowling Green was doing their warm-up running.
All right, well then we'll keep it here and start the second half. How about that?
I'm good. I'm with it.
Bowling Green will be kicking off to start the second half. So Louisiana will have the ball, trying to break this goose egg that they've had on the scoreboard so far tonight. They come back on the field. Bowling Green still at their sideline. Mayor's Cup.
Now, last week, Coach Chin came out and the varsity team played almost the entire third quarter. So I wonder if they're going to do that again today, up 43-0.
Well, they've got to start getting some building up that stamina a little bit because
I agree.
Next week you've got Cardinal Ritter, a big private school out of the St. Louis area, and then after that you're pretty much into district play, and you can't take a quarter off then.
No, that's right. You can't. Well, depending on how you're playing, you're absolutely right. I guess at that point, all your points matter. And, yeah, it's
the start of the second half is what it is.
It's what it is, yeah.
Here's Marcus Starks to kick this one off. Niemeyer had been doing a lot of the kicking, and he'll kick it deep this time. And it's going all the way toward the corner. Not going to make it out of bounds. Picked up on the far sideline.
Maybe he couldn't have let it go out
of
bounds.
I think it was dead over there, and it's going to be inside the 10-yard line.
Yep. So Louisiana lined up kind of to defend that squib kick, and then Marcus kicks it deep. So the sole return man had to run a long way to get to the ball.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, deep in their own territory, their own 7-yard line. That is a heck of a kickoff if you're a Bowling Green fan. So Starks, a nice job, no return. And Louisiana will start the clock with 11:18 to play, 1st and 10 from their own 7. Inside a handoff to Wyatt Harrison, and he gets out to the 15-yard line. Actually, out to the 10. So a gain of 4 yards they'll give him. And it'll be 2nd and 6.
From my booth, I can't even see that play unless I watch your computer screen. So I have nothing to add. I apologize.
They got us packed in here at Cunningham Field. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the Bulldogs from their own 10-yard line. So they got a little bit of breathing room. Cut back inside. And a gain of another 2, maybe 3 yards. And Ryan Camps rode Niemeyer about 10 yards past the play. They're not going to give him much of a gain on that one. They only give him about a half yard, so it'll be 3rd and 5.
I work in ones, so he got a yard.
So Louisiana needs to bust one here to get out of the shadow of their own end zone.
And they don't have a lot of fire right now. There's a lot of watching your wristbands.
Roll out, Ethan Harrison to the far side, almost to his own goal line. That's batted down and almost intercepted. A couple of times it was batted around by Bowling Green defenders. They almost got it twice.
Yes, Starks knocks it down and almost picked off by the linebacker who couldn't quite hang on to it.
That'll bring up 4th and 5. And the punt team will come on for the Bulldogs. And Ryan Camps will have to punt out of his own end zone.
He can kick well.
He can. You can't have a high snap here.
No, you don't want a high snap here.
Camps, foot on the goal line. Actually comes out. Oh, not much on this one. He kicked it straight up into the air. It's going to bounce and take a Louisiana bounce all the way to the 45-yard line. So it ended up being a net of 45 yards, but that one could have, it bounces the other way. It could have been at the 10, 15-yard line.
Ball is punted away by the Bulldogs. And
that was a high kick to get it over the Bowling Green defenders.
Well, and we didn't want a high snap there, but the ball was a high snap. Brian did a good job to get a hold of it and not panic and kick it good.
Had to kick it past some hands, too. So 1st and 10 for Bowling Green. First offensive series of the second half. Handoff is to Marcus on the near side. And he's still going inside the 25 and brought down at the 23-yard line, make it the 24. Nice opening run for Marcus and the Bobcats here up 43-0. Clock running down to 8:35.
Offensive line does a really good job here on this side to block that outside linebacker out and then crash down and make a good hole for Marcus to run off of.
Seen a lot more of Miller in the lineup the last couple weeks.
Yep.
He's lined up at receiver on the near side right now for Bowling Green.
False start.
Yep.
False start again.
Caps came across that time. I don't think he was the first one to come across, though. Encroachment on the defense.
1st and 5.
Offsides against the Bulldogs.
That'll take it inside the 20 to the 19. First and 5.
Yeah, Jordan had a really good catch in that Mark Twain game there towards the end of the first half, and you're right, since then he's been pretty much most of the time.
First and 5, Bowling Green. And bring off the pressure. It's an inside handoff for Starks. Marcus still on his feet to the far side and working his way upfield. He's very close. He's in for the touchdown. Bowling Green scores. 7:27 to go here in the third quarter. And that's his 5th of the night.
Oh, and that was amazing because he got the ball and he was hit by two Bulldogs right away, and just they couldn't stop him.
No. He drug the pile that time to make it 49-0 with the extra point yet to come, and they're going to try and kick it again to make it an even 50. Niemeyer on for the extra point. Good snap. Line drive, and he doinked it off the near post.
No good.
Yep, right off that left upright. No good, and it stays 49-0 Bobcats here in the third quarter. Clock still running down to 6:40 to go in the third on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop, Agent Kelly Crane, PJ Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital, Cellular and Satellite Center, and Abel's Quick Shop.
Marcus Starks, his 5th touchdown of the night, just 6 off the record, right?
Yeah.
Single
Still
game.
a little ways away.
Yeah.
But with the mercy clock we talked about, I mean, we're down to 5:46 already left, and it's still running. So
yeah, I thought they were supposed to stop it during touchdowns and changes of possession, but they didn't, which is fine.
They haven't.
Yeah.
Oh, it's stopped now.
Okay. Ahead of the kickoff here, Niemeyer back in to kick it off for Bowling Green.
Wow, they ran 2 minutes off if they were supposed to stop it.
Squibber up the field, fielded at the 34-yard line. And that's where Louisiana will take over. 1st and 10 on the return. Is that Will Shepard? No yards on that return. He had to fall on it.
Yeah, he had to because Bowling Green was crashing down on it quick.
So the Bulldogs, second offensive series of the second half, and probably take us down to or near the end of the third quarter. 5:02 to play as the clock starts running. Now they've got to score 3 times to stop the turbo clock, and it's Quincy Hutt on the far side with it. And he's taken out after maybe a gain of 1 on the far sideline.
Yeah, he runs from the slot receiver in motion, and it turns out to just be a handoff to a jet sweep. But Bowling Green really pursues those outside runs really well. Where we see Bowling Green have trouble this year, where we've seen them have trouble, is in pass defense. And Louisiana has almost gotten away from that completely now. Their big plays came from passes.
Yes.
And now they're at nothing.
Third quarter rolling here.
I mean, I understand you can't give up on the run, but
Alex DeZero line up here on the near side. Pump fake, throw to the far side, and that is overthrown. Mason Washington, the intended target. He had Cooper Keel on his back.
Yeah, Mason Washington had Coop beat by a little bit, but the ball was still, 5 yards too deep from the quarterback to the receiver.
Down to 3:50 to go in the third quarter. Be 3rd and 9. From the far hash. 3 receivers on the near side this time, including Hunt and Washington. The 2 burners here for Louisiana. Pressure coming. Bowen leading the way. And he pump faked, and he is done. Sack back at the 25-yard line. I don't know who got there first, but.
Is it Seth Huber?
Seth or Harrison Hunt?
Quarterback sack by number 55.
I give it to Harrison Hunt.
Harrison Hunt.
Here in the stadium.
Sorry, Harrison, if you're listening. Of course, you're not. You're playing.
It's he's got earbuds in.
Yeah, maybe.
And on to punt here on 4th and forever. A loss of 11.
Wow.
Bounces at the 48, takes a Louisiana roll, big-time Louisiana roll, and will die at the 34 of the Bobcats. That's where it'll be whistled dead, and Bowling Green will take over 1st and 10 when we come back on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Airco Convenience Centers, Hayden's Motorsports Center, and Silex Banking Company.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio, brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown Smokehouse Meats.
49-0 Bowling Green. 5 touchdowns for Marcus Starks, 1 for Ryan Bowen, and 1 for Dylan Dalton. And Dalton is just planted at the 35-yard line after a gain of 2.
Hit his head pretty hard there, it looked like, but he's up like nothing happened. Tough kid.
Ball is carried by number 6.
They'll give him,
Down,
looks like a full 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Bowling Green as we're down to a minute to go in the third quarter. Looks like we're going to be wrapping up before everyone else tonight, so we'll try and get you some scores in the post game at the end of the fourth, but I think we're going to be looking at partial scores, and now flag come out, and I think that's pretty much going to do it for the third quarter.
They got 50 seconds.
Ball start against the Bobcats.
It's on that far end. This window gives me just enough of a glare with the light on that I can't see the numbers. Of course.
I can break it.
Yeah, let's not break it.
Yeah.
Of course, if it was your kid that did wrong, you probably don't want the.
Yeah, exactly.
You probably don't want me to see the number.
2nd and 8. Actually, 2nd and 13 for Bowling Green, and flag comes in at the end of it, it looked like. Saw something fly in.
I don't even know who ran that ball.
Yeah, from the far side. Yeah, guess it wasn't a flag, something else. And they've got a timeout. No, the end of the quarter. It'll be 3rd and about 6 for Bowling Green. When we start the fourth, 3 in the books, the Bobcats lead Louisiana 49-0 in the Mayor's Cup game on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop owner-broker Alicia Koenig, Orff Construction Company, and Hobson, Louisiana.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, and MLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Start of the fourth quarter here from Louisiana, Cunningham Field, the site of the return of the Mayor's Cup. The rivalry renewed here between these two ball clubs.
I thought you were going to start singing like Return of the Mac.
No.
I could hope, I guess,
Yeah.
hear some of your singing.
Yeah, the car, the shower. I sing it in prison a lot. I don't
Oh.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I work there.
Yeah.
So it'll be 3rd and almost 7 for Bowling Green.
That's not my story.
To start the fourth quarter. Reinforcements in and nothing happening there on 3rd down, and Bowling Green will have to punt. There on the carry that time was Brandon Gam. Yeah. No gain, and it brings up 4th down.
Do they punt or do they go for it?
Oh, I think they punt here.
By number 55 and number 17, Ben Nictula and Wyatt Harrison.
Ben Nictula, Wyatt Harrison in on the tackle that time, and the punt team does come on for the Bobcats. Clock running here in the fourth, 11:24 left in this ball game. And I don't see him stopping it for much here. High snap. Ooh, line drive.
Good kick.
Fielded by Quincy Hunt on the near side, and he's brought down. Nice return out to the 37-yard line, and Walker Chandler almost got himself a piece there, didn't he?
He got something. He slid on the grass 5 yards, 8 yards maybe. I don't know. Somebody must have got a shot on him or something.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. Here in the fourth quarter, they're down 49-0. They're looking for a touchdown here. They were just looking for points last series as they missed a field goal attempt.
I think the majority of the JV defense is in now.
Flags come out. That'll burn some more time off the clock. So we're down to 10:25. Who moved first? Bulldogs did, so it'll be 1st and 15.
Oh, wow, really?
Bowling Green looking to add a little pressure here to the middle and brought down.
Horrible.
After a very minimal gain for Wyatt Harrison.
Colin Pryor in on the tackle. Who was the running back there? 17.
Harrison. Call it no gain. 2nd and 15. So nice defensive play for the youngsters. On 2nd down, they're looking to throw. Near side, and that one is incomplete. Intended target was Alex DeZiroa. And coverage provided by Adam Engel. Engel,
yep.
Senior. Yep. Where's number 22? You know, he could be upset being a senior that doesn't get to play a whole bunch, but he knows he's part of something special here, and he's ready when they need him to come in.
I mean, he's played quite a bit tonight. He's been on defense here since the third quarter, both.
Over on the far side on the jet sweep, it's Will Shepard, and nothing happening there. They're going to lose yardage on that play, and it'll bring up 4th down. Loss of a yard on the play. Neil Rainey on the stop.
Sophomore.
And the punt team comes on for the Bulldogs, down 49-0. There's not many second stringers Louisiana can send out there.
Good punt.
This one is a very good punt. Lands at the 35 and bounces all the way down to the 25-yard line, where it's down by Mason Washington. That's where Bowling Green will start. 1st and 10 when we come back on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating and Lynn's Heritage House.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102, is brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Fakes a handoff, and coming up all the way to the 31-yard line. They'll give him the 30. On the quarterback keeper is
Jace Eskew.
Yeah, Jace Eskew.
Number 8, Jace Eskew with the carry.
And the clock running now down to 7 minutes even left in this Mayor's Cup contest. Bowling Green well on their way to a 6-0 start. While the Bulldogs will end their 3-game winning streak and fall to 3-4. Looks like cramps on the Bulldog sideline too. Can't see who the player is they're attending to, but it looks like they're trying to stretch him out. 2nd and 5. Askew hands it off. Nope. Going to keep it himself, and he's going to lose yardage. Good tackle that time by Quincy Hutt. Bring up 3rd down and about 6.
And Bowling Green's JV team out on the field right now trying to move the ball against Louisiana.
Now they give him no gain on the play, so it's 3rd and 5. Hutt will come off. And the play's coming a little bit slower.
56.
Burned a couple of minutes off the clock on this drive already. Be 3rd and 5 for the Bobcats, and they've got the 1st down and almost breaking it that time all the way to the 45. Who was that? That was Blaine Bryant. Yeah, he's had some good runs late in ball games. They give him all the way to the 47-yard line, finally brought down by Oscar Mendez.
That's Machine Gunner's little brother.
Uh-huh. Semi-automatic.
That's I don't know. Knowing Blaine like I know him, I don't know that I could call him semi-auto. I'd have to call him mini machine gun.
First and 10 for the Bobcats. Askew keeps it on the option.
Got to pitch that.
And he gets about 2 more yards out to the 49-yard line. They're just trying to keep the clock running now.
Mercy rule here. They can try all kinds of stuff, keep the clock running.
2nd and 8.
4:50 left.
And the Bobcats at midfield. Drew Dalton replaced. Coming off the far side of the play is Walker Chandler. Play clock down to 15. Break the huddle and make the line by 9 left on that play clock. They're trying to use all the time they can. Inside handoff this time, and that was snuffed out after a gain of 1. Didn't look very smooth that time between Askew and Brandon Gamm.
Number 15, Brandon Gamm.
3rd and 5.
Down by our Bulldog defensive line.
He barely got that in there. To Gamm. As we're down to 4 minutes to go in this contest, 49-0 Bowling Green. Find you all the scores we can.
He wants some wine in the clock. Clock's running.
40-second play clock. I'm not sure if that's. They were trying to figure out whose clock was whose there.
Yeah, well, the game clock was running. I don't know.
The play clock was not. But now it is. As Bowling Green's at midfield facing a 3rd and, now they call it 3rd and 7. Give this time to the near
Blaine.
side, and he's breaking it all the
gonna
way
be
for the
gone.
score. It's going to be a 50-yard touchdown for Blaine Bryant, and Bowling Green extends the lead here in the fourth quarter in mercy time, 55-0. How about that from Blaine Bryant?
Yeah, good run for Blaine. He got the ball in the inside, and he counts. You know, he kind of jumps back out to our side of the field here, and just no catching up with him at that point.
Well, that's the first time I've heard the Bowling Green fans pull out one of their chants. Bowling Green Bobcat touchdown comes from the far bleachers. As we're down to 2:34 to play, and they'll try and kick the extra point again to make it 56-0. It's up, and that one is good. 56-0 Bowling Green. Here late in the fourth quarter, they lead Louisiana for the Mayor's Cup on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Remax Realty Shop agent Kelly Crane, PJ Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on the Eagle 102. Brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Bowling Green coming back out onto the field. We're down to a minute 35 with the running clock. They'll kick it off, and we might run another play after that. I'm not sure.
I don't know either. It's at 1:22 right now. Louisiana kind of walking on the field.
It has been a night for the Bowling Green Bobcats. They're going to extend their record to 6-0, 14 in a row in the conference. And a pretty impressive 56-0 lead in this one as we enter the final minute. And they're going to use all the time
Every
they
second,
can.
Yep. I don't know. Why don't they just
10 on the play clock. Now 7. And there's a flag comes out.
For
I think
what?
someone moved early for Bowling Green.
Well, he can move. He just can't cross the line.
Yeah. The flag is at the 50. I think that'll pretty much. Well, they're going to stop the clock with 32.6 seconds to go.
we ran 2 minutes off of it earlier. Now we're going to stop it.
I guess that was the change of possession, huh? Illegal. I think someone crossed the line early is what they're saying. So, they going to make him re-kick it, or?
No, surely not.
They're just going to take it down there. And they are down to 5 seconds to go. We're not going to run another play in this ball game. Final score for the Mayor's Cup. Bowling Green 56, Louisiana nothing. We'll have the trophy presentation and more in the postgame show for you after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Bowling Green wins this one 56-0, and now Mayors Jim Arico and Kathy Smith, along with some dignitaries, will give the Bowling Green Bobcats the Mayor's Cup. So Bowling Green retains the cup. They've dominated the series as of late, even through the hiatus. They were on a win streak before that, and Bowling Green wins this one convincingly to keep the Mayor's Cup.
The Mayor's Cup is presented by Louisiana Mayor Kathy Smith.
And Kathy Smith will present. She's the one holding the cup because this game is in Louisiana, so she has to give it to the rival, the Bowling Green Bobcats. So congratulations to Coach Chin, his staff, and players for keeping the Mayor's Cup here in 2021 and doing it quite convincingly tonight with a 56-0 win.
I think what a lot of people have to take away from, this season so far is Bowling Green is a very real football team this year. And more importantly, there's a lot of juniors on the team. So Bowling Green is going to be a very real contender most likely next year also. They are playing good football. They're tough. They're dominant. And they have a lot of returning players coming back.
For Louisiana, you mentioned the youth of their offense with the sophomore quarterback, but they've got a lot of seniors, out there, including some of their top receivers. Mason Washington is a senior, and probably their best tackler, offensively, defensively, their biggest hitter, Ryan Capps, and their place kicker is a senior. And that's probably going to be the hardest one to replace going forward, starting next season, because they don't build beasts overnight like Ryan Capps. He's kind of the linchpin of the lines for Louisiana. That one's going to be a hard one to replace for this Greg Pitzer-led team. So they taking pictures now with the Mayor's Cup as the Mayors get themselves in the middle of that picture along with Chad Perkins. I think we had a U.S. Senator out there as well. Didn't think he was from around here, but brought the campaign bus all the way, I think, from Springfield tonight to help present this trophy. So Bowling Green wins at 56-0. Back with more of the postgame show for you after this on Eagle 102.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
The best coverage of high school sports is on KJFM. Brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Final here, Bowling Green 56, Louisiana nothing. So Bowling Green keeps the Mayor's Cup for another season. Some scores from around the area. You want a crazy 8-man score?
Sure.
Stanberry 13, North Shelby 6 at the end of 3.
Wow, that is crazy.
That is a crazy low
so
score.
Defense doesn't even exist in 8-man football.
Yeah.
There's no offense there.
Apparently it does tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Haven't got an update recently from that Mark Twain game. Still, the last update on that one was 32-8. They were leading Montgomery County at the half. We're not going to get many updates because halftime for most of these area schools just ended a little while ago. We are well ahead of things. They were ultra turboing the turbo clock.
Yeah.
In the second half of this one, as Bowling Green wins it 56-0. Just another great performance, and now Bowling Green will take on a big time, St. Louis school, private school next week, and Cardinal Ritter, trying to keep that winning streak going. But even more impressive than the current streak to start the season at 6-0 is that they're won now 14 in a row in the EMO conference.
Yeah, they're playing good football. They have since last year, and I think we kind of saw a little bit of greatness at the end of last year, maybe mid-season to the end of last year. And like I said, I felt like the Monroe City game last year kind of ended, on a heartbreak, and that made some of these kids hungry last year. And, a lot of these sophomores have stepped up, or juniors this year, and they're playing really, really good football. So there's a lot of good stuff, I think, yet to come for Bowling Green. I don't know a lot about Cardinal Ritter. I know they're a private school down south, and south of us anyways. But,
yeah.
The record showed on Max Preps they're 3-3. So, of course, they're playing bigger schools than what Bowling Green is. But, maybe they'll come up here and Bowling Green will hit them in the face mask like they have everybody else.
Yeah, we've in some of the past runs for Bowling Green, they've had some good battles with those private schools out in the St. Louis area, and I think they've done pretty well in the history against that part of the metro area and metro extended down in St. Louis. So Bowling Green wins this one 56-0. Any final thoughts? We had a 5-touchdown night for Marcus Starks. We got Blaine Bryant into the end zone. We had one 84-yard run? 86-yard for the quarterback Dylan Dalton, and Charlie Bowen had another run for a touchdown from inside 5 yards. So Bowling Green can do it a lot of different ways, and they were trying out some long passes tonight. They're just getting better every week.
Well, and I think the other thing that Bowling Green should take away from this, if you're listening, is again, they need to be more mixed. I think we've yet to see the best of Bowling Green football, because yet tonight they're pretty one-sided with Marcus. Yeah, Charlie Bowen can run the ball.
Oh, yeah.
And he got 2 carries tonight. Granted, got a 1 or 2 yard touchdown, which is, kind of padding the stats. But, some of those runs from Marcus could have gone to Charlie too, and those are 2 completely different running backs. And I'm not taking anything away from Marcus. He is a stud. And of course, I would never say that to him, because he'd never let me live it down. But, I think Coach needs to mix it up a little bit more and use his talent that he has at those positions.
I think he's keeping that curtain over Charlie Bowen right
Absolutely
now.
Could be. I think that's you bring up a valid point, Mark, to be honest, that maybe that's the plan, right? Maybe next year all of a sudden we're going to see Charlie, kick it up, maybe. I don't know.
Next week even.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good secret weapon to have, wearing number 33 for Bowling Green. But another big night for Marcus tonight, and you said it, he's a stud. His number getting closer to 20 touchdowns on the season, and he's just having a fantastic campaign. And Bowling Green is as well, up to 6-0 through 7 weeks, and gets to take home the Mayor's Cup after a 56-0 win over Louisiana. For Chris Groening, Mark Froenig saying we'll see you next week for more high school football here on Eagle 102. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
From KJFM Louisiana Bowling Green, this is Eagle 102.